I was thinking back to my entire SMMA journey and all the problems I went through, all the milestones I achieved, and also the courses that I went through to get there. And it kind of made me realize how times have changed. And starting an agency today or running an agency today is completely different from starting one a year or two ago. Okay? And so if you're watching this video, you're either running an agency or thinking of starting one. And the purpose of this video will be to provide you with clarity on the big transition that's currently happening in this SMMA space. But first, we have to understand how all of this started. What are the origins of SMMA? Well, Tai Lopez and Iman Gadzhi are the ones to thank for popularizing SMMA to the world. But the truth is, SMMA has been around forever. All SMMA essentially really is, it's a service-based business. And those have been around for longer than me and you have been alive. And there's something that you have to understand about gurus. They're running a biz-op business model. Okay, business opportunity. Their whole business model is based on you buying into the dream of getting rich from the business model they teach you. Okay, so think about it. If they want to sell you on a specific business model, sell you on the dream of getting rich, they're going to kind of make it seem easier than how it actually is to achieve that. And so not saying that you won't get rich, but buying a dream that was sold to you and achieving a dream that you earned are two very different things. And so how does SMMA work and how are they teaching you to run the SMMA? Well, they teach like this. Step 1, pick a niche. Step 2, pick a service. Step 3, generate attention. And step 4, fulfill the service. Sounds simple, but in reality, it's faulty and there's a lot of problems that come with it. Problem number 1 is they're teaching you to blindly pick a niche and a service. So if you're picking a niche and a service without any clue of why you're doing so, it's going to be very hard for you to make money. The whole reason why SMMA exists is because of the marketplace. The whole purpose of your SMMA or your service-based business is to solve problems in the marketplace. And blindly picking a niche and a service is the wrong way to go about it. You might not be solving a problem that's painful enough. Thousands of others might be selling the same thing as you. You're going to be seen as a commodity. Essentially means that whatever you're selling is not desirable because everyone else is selling it. You're just common. You want to separate yourself. And you'll also be met with a lot of resistance from the markets. Okay, that's the first problem. Second problem is generating attention the old way. In every SMMA course, I swear, whenever I hear this, it just makes me so mad. They're always like, oh, do 20 outreach messages, send 30 outreach messages. They teach you to outreach, do personalized messages. Bro, that is the dumbest shit ever. I'm telling you right now, do not do outreach. Stay away from outbound outreach. Okay, inbound, obviously, if somebody, joins your community or whatever, that's a different story. But do not go out of your way to manually send messages, 20 messages a day, or getting your VA, or volume negates luck. Just don't do outreach, okay? And I'll explain later why, but just stay away from it. Please, it's inefficient. And so, like I said, everyone and their mother is sending cold DMs to your prospect. It is harder than ever to separate yourself in the inbox and getting somebody to open your message. There's a tip. This is just like a random tip I threw in here. If you're watching a course or a training from somebody, first look at how they are marketing the course themselves. Okay? If they're teaching you methods that they aren't doing themselves, then don't listen to them. They're probably going to teach you methods that they did 2 to 3 years ago, which probably is not going to work nowadays, like outreach. And so with the flood of new agencies entering markets, the two most important factors when it comes to marketing are separation and trust. Outreach inhibits you from doing either of those things effectively. I'm telling you right now, in 2024, there's like 100 new agencies being started every day. And if you're doing outreach, the only way you can separate yourself is by making the first line of your message a little different, a little more personalized. And whenever your prospect goes into their inbox, they can only see like a little sliver of your message. And that little sliver is all you have to separate yourself from everybody else. And I'm telling you, the inbox, like literally, if you create any sort of business content, you probably get flooded with 20 messages a day of somebody trying to sell you some SEO, short form content service. Just take my word for it. Do not do outreach. Okay, whether it's you doing it or an appointment setter doing it, just avoid outbound cold DMing at all times. And so the third problem is a slavery flywheel. If you're selling done-for-you retainer services like these courses teach you to, you won't be able to scale without being enslaved to your business. And so what is a slavery flywheel? It looks like this. You get a client, you sell them on a monthly done-for-you retainer, you work for them, and you repeat this. On the outside, this doesn't look too bad, but when you take a closer look, you'll see that there's actually a huge problem. First problem when it comes to acquiring clients, and this is going to get a little math number technically, but when you're selling your retainer services, you're typically charging somewhere from $1,000 to $5,000 a month. The problem with this is that you aren't collecting enough cash up front to hire a great team and to outspend your competition to acquire more clients. And if you want to hit 6 to 7 figure months, you need to take advantage of something called client financed acquisition. Client financed acquisition essentially means that every client you get pays for the next one. And so the way you calculate this is you want to find out what your cost to acquire a client is. Okay, how much does it cost to obtain a client essentially? And you want to make sure that the lifetime value of every client is at least 3 to 1, 3 times more than the cost to acquire a client. And the problem is, yeah, your lifetime value might be higher, 3 to 1 to acquire a client, but it takes you a while to collect that whole lifetime value. So you want to try to collect as much of the lifetime value from your customer at once up front. Okay, so this way, when you get someone to buy from you, not only do they pay for themselves, but they're paying for the next person. So they pay for themselves, their cost to acquire a client, and they also give you money to pay to acquire the next client. So that way, you can just keep acquiring clients, and each client keeps financing the acquisition of the next client. Okay, and not only will this give you more money to acquire clients, but it also gives you more money to hire a team of A players and, for fulfillment, client acquisition, whatever you want. Okay. And so the second problem in the slavery flywheel is selling done for your retainer services. Selling done for your retainer services is literally like a double-edged sword, okay? You close a client, now you work for them forever until they stop paying you. And so if you're selling done for your retainer services, to scale to 6-figure months, you'll have to hire a massive fulfillment team to service all of your clients, which is a fucking huge pain in the ass. It's just a headache, okay? So you want to avoid that. And then as you keep running on the hamster wheel, you'll only get more and more tired. You're getting more clients, which means more work, but you're not getting paid enough money upfront to hire an awesome team, and you're not getting enough money upfront to acquire the next client. And so you're just going to hate your business, and you're literally a slave to your business, which is absolutely not the reason why you started it, and you're going to hate your life. Okay? And so avoid this route by all means. So what is the solution to these 3 problems? Luckily, please understand that it's not your fault for falling for the trap of running a traditional SMMA like everyone has been teaching you to. Okay, I literally did the same exact thing also. I fell for the trap. Here's the logo of my beautiful SMMA that I ran in 2023, my short form content agency. Pretty unique, right? And the first agency I ever ran was my short form content agency. Everything I mentioned in the section above, I experienced myself. Okay, this video is purely from my own experience, everything that I went through. Literally, I'm giving you the lesson without giving you the scar. Okay, learn the same lesson without getting the same scar. Do not make the same mistake twice. There's a saying that a dumb person doesn't learn from their mistakes. A smart person learns from their mistakes. A genius learns from others' mistakes. So be the genius. And please understand that gurus have every incentive in the world to make it all seem easy and effortless. If they told you the truth about how to actually succeed in this online space, they wouldn't have half as much success, because the opportunity they're offering wouldn't be as enticing. What I'm about to teach you is not something that is easy and fun, but it does work. So if you're somebody who's looking to get rich quick with minimal work, click off now. Okay, this is not some get rich quick scheme. This is how to actually run a business and scale to 6, 7, who knows, even maybe 8 figures a month. Okay, how to run and scale businesses properly. And so in the section above, I showed you the 3 main problems that plague agency owners. The purpose of this upcoming section will be to provide you with the solutions to each of these problems. And solution number 1 is you want to validate a hypothesis. So do not blindly pick a service and a niche. Instead, you want to validate a hypothesis. And so what I mean, well, blindly picking a niche and a service will result in you switching niches until you either find one that somewhat resonates with what you're selling, or you give up. Don't do that. Okay, that's dumb. And so what you want to do is you want to pick a market based on these factors. 1 is you know about the problems they're facing. 2 is that the total addressable market is at least 50,000. So there's 50,000 people, in that market selling whatever they're selling. 3, they aren't broke. This is a huge one. I mean, there's different market segments and, different income levels. Just make sure they can afford what you're actually selling. And 4 is they can be found on social platforms. This is a huge one. And so once you have picked the market, you don't want to pick a service to sell. You want to pick a problem to solve. Okay, please reframe your mind from you being someone who sells a specific service to you being someone who solves a specific problem. You're going to make way more money by being somebody who solves problem, not somebody who sells services. And so the most common problems I include is, I threw this in there because just kind of get an idea of what most of the problems are that most people are facing. It's either lead generation, sales process, content creation, or recruiting, okay? But don't just randomly pick a problem, okay? Don't just go up here and just pick one of these. What you want to do is you want to create a hypothesis. Look around your market, get market feedback, talk to your market, see what are the problems they're facing, then create a hypothesis, okay? Your hypothesis should look something like this. If I create a solution to solve X problem that avatar is facing, they will buy it. So for example, if I create a process to solve sales process, or no, if I create a process to solve lead nurturing problems that remodeling businesses are facing, then they will buy it. And then what you want to do is, once you have created your hypothesis around the problem that your market is having, you need to validate it. Okay. And so what you want to do is actually go to lucidcharts.com, or what is it, Miro board, just one of these like platforms where you can create visual representations of things, and create a visual of how you're going to solve the problem for your prospects. So for example, whenever we're presenting our AI content department to prospects, we showed this exactly. So basically what you want to do is how you're going to take them from their current situation to their desired situation, and kind of how you're going to solve each problem and fill each gap. So for example, we solve the creating content gap by placing social media AI specialists into their business, and we solve the researching, creating, and distributing gap by all these different mechanisms. And so it's completely different when you visually show something and actually show them with their eyes, so they can see with their own eyes how you're going to solve the problem for them. It just makes it much more appealing. Okay, so just create a visual and get an idea around how you're going to solve this problem and show it to your market. And so you want to start booking calls, hop on sales calls with your market, present the solution, and gather feedback. And if you're hopping on calls and at least 20% of people are buying, then you have validated your offer. If not, then analyze what objections come up and form a new hypothesis. And it's literally just a 3-step algorithm. People wonder, how do you scale to 100K, 500K per month? It's literally as simple. You form a hypothesis, you validate the hypothesis, then you scale the hypothesis. Okay, that's literally all it is. Find the problem to solve, validate that this problem is painful enough to be solved. Just scale it up, scale your offer. And so that's that. No matter how good your marketing is, if the problem you're solving isn't painful enough, people aren't going to buy. The bigger the problem, the bigger the payout. Just know that. Solution number 2 is let the platforms do all the work for you. So I already said it a bunch of times. Don't send cold DMs. Don't do cold outbound. Don't do outreach. It's a waste of time. So you're going to book calls. If I were you, I would strongly consider doing 2 forms of marketing. One to make money today, and the other to make more money in the long run, also known as building your brand. Just simply run paid ads and create content. Please. Instead of doing cold outreach, which is labor intensive and inefficient, just take the money that you would have paid somebody to do it and put that into ads, specifically meta ads. And if you don't have the money to pay for ads, just get a part-time job. Just get enough to run $30 a day, and I swear it's going to change your life. Meta's machine learning has gotten so good at finding your ideal prospect with minimal targeting. If you specifically call out garage door repair business owners located in Herculaneum, Missouri that are doing over 15K per month, I swear to you, Meta will find a way to put the ad right in front of them. And if you know anything about ads, there's something called targeting, which basically you tell Meta, hey, find me people who are interested in these topics. And nowadays, the most popular targeting option is called the open targeting, which basically just means you don't give them any targeting options. You just upload your ad, and it's going to put the ad right in front of the person without telling them, even giving them any, interests or, any specific targeting requirements. So the machine learning is getting really good, a lot of data that Facebook has, and, that's why they're one of the biggest companies. Why would you rely on humans to find prospects when an AI can do it much more efficiently? I learned this lesson the hard way. I went through a 3-month period of doing outreach myself. I hired a VA to do it for me. Things weren't working out, so I got a specialist to take a look at all the metrics and all the scripts we're sending, all the niches, all the data, just to have over $1,000+ in labor expenses and 0 booked calls to show for it. Oh my God, it was horrible. And I decided to give up on outreach and switch to ads. Literally simply spending $30 a day, I was already booking calls within the first 2 weeks. I vowed to never go back to cold outreach again. So literally just run ads, choose a strategy, whether that's direct response, lead generation, pick a funnel, and just start running ads. Just get it up as quickly as possible and just start winning. You can literally book calls within this week just by putting $30 into ads. It's very simple. The truth is that ads will make money fast, quick money, but it's not going to make you the most money. If you want to maximize the amount of money you make, start creating content every day. Think back to the last time you purchased something over $3,000. Did you just buy it because you saw an ad? Probably not. You probably consumed a bunch of their content beforehand. You probably didn't see an ad, click on it, book a call, buy right away. You probably saw the ad, maybe clicked on their profile, saw their content, short form, watched their long form. You probably made a decision in your head, hey, this person is providing enough value. They look pretty competent. I'm going to buy from them. So it's not like you see an ad and you buy right away. We're in a trust recession. Like Ravi Abuval says, there's there's a lack of trust in the market. So creating content and providing value and building goodwill with your audience, that's the best way to build trust. It's super valuable. And so what are the benefits of creating content? More people are going to trust you. More people are going to buy from you. More people will spend more money with you. More people will choose you over their competitors. You're going to stand out from the cesspool of people who might be selling the same thing as you. And it's free attention. I mean, it's literally free. Okay. It's the first time ever we've had an insane form of marketing that's free. So don't take it for granted. What is the downsides of creating content? It takes time. That's literally the only downside. It takes time and consistency to stick with it. So get to creating content right now. Build your personal brand. Hormozi, we all know Hormozi, his track record. In his $100 million leads books, it literally says that the most valuable thing he's ever done was build an audience. So, I mean, it speaks for itself. By running paid ads and creating content, you're letting the platforms do all the work of putting your material in front of the people's eyeballs. No more doing everything manually by yourself. Human labor is slowly declining and AI is taking over. So, it's adapt or die. Solution number 3 is to sell an AI scaling system. And so we've already established the fact that done-for-you retainer services make you a slave to your client. So what's the solution? The solution is to sell an AI scaling system. Basically, all an AI scaling system is, it's AI mechanisms and tools packaged into an offer to solve a specific problem for businesses that will allow them to scale. Okay? And the reason for positioning yourself as somebody who sells an AI service is simple. I mean, economists are predicting that AI could contribute up to $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030. And so we want to make sure that we're getting a piece of that before it's too late and everybody wants a piece of it. And so my prediction is that down the road, everyone will be selling AI, simply due to the fact that AI will be able to do everything that they are currently offering to their customers, but better. So it's better to start now and have an early mover's advantage before everyone starts doing it. So whether you're paid ads or UGC or appointment setting, AI is going to play a role in all of these services and everyone's going to start leveraging it. So you might as well position yourself as an AI agency right now, someone selling AI services and AI scaling system before everyone starts doing it and you're just another fish in the pool, another fish in the pond. Might as well get an early mover's advantage and capitalize on what's happening before everyone starts wanting a piece of it. And so this is essentially a little visual representation of how problems are being solved right now. So if your ads aren't performing well, you're going to get a paid ads agency to get a media buyer to get your ads to work well. Not booking enough appointments, appointment setting agency, book your appointments. Not having good creatives, get a creative agency or UGC agency to get you some good creatives. But I think this is how problems will be solved in the future. If your ads aren't performing well, I think AI will be able to do some of the media buying, which it literally already is. I mean, we talked about Meta's machine learning and how that's already gone so crazy. Us humans manually clicking around the ads manager, that's decreasing. So AI is playing a bigger and bigger role to get your ads to perform well. Not booking appointments. I mean, we already see the rise of AI voice agents, AI cold callers. Who knows, maybe even one day we'll have AI salespeople where you're getting closed by fucking AI Jordan Belfort on the other side of the Zoom call. Who knows? But it's inevitable. So AI is going to be booking your appointments. Not having good creatives. I mean, we already have ChatGPT's, what's it called? The little thing that draws pictures. I forgot. But ChatGPT can draw pictures. We have Sora, which can create videos. So one of my predictions is that in the future, we'll have AI influencers. So if you're a UGC agency, I'd highly think about, tapping into that market and kind of finding a way of how to create a service around AI influencers and leveraging that for these companies. I think that's going to be a huge market. So, I mean, essentially the point of this is to show you that AI is going to play a role in every service and solving every problem in the B2B online space. So leverage it right now and become one of the first people to use it in your market before everyone starts leveraging it and you're just another person using it. And so due to the insane levels of competition, to acquire clients in 2024, you either have to make an insane guarantee or have a strong personal brand. Okay, it's really shitty. But introducing AI into your offer will allow you to seem different and novel compared to everyone else. It is something new and you will have the upper hand over your competitors. And there's a famous quote, it's not about how hard you're rowing, it's about the boat that you're in. And if you want to maximize the amount of money you make, do not sell your AI scaling service as a done-for-you retainer service. Instead, you want to build it as an infrastructure into people's businesses. You want to basically package all the tools and mechanisms up and you want to place it into somebody's business as an infrastructure. Okay. And this is how you want to position it and how you want to price it. So you want to charge a large upfront fee. So if you're selling an AI scaling service, an AI scaling system, you want to charge a one-time fee, and you're charging a lot more money. You're not charging $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. You're gonna charge a large one-time fee of either anywhere between $10,000 to $50,000 a month. Like literally, it's realistic. You can charge 50 grand a month for some of these businesses if you're solving a problem that is big enough. And so you want to charge that specific amount. And once you have been paid this one-time fee, you want to set out a roadmap and a definitive end to how long it will take to build out the entire AI scaling system. So instead of you selling something where you work for your clients forever and they pay you a small fee every month, what you want to do is you want to charge a one-time fee of something you're going to place into their business, and you want to set a time frame for how long it's going to take for you to place this into their business. So whether that's 30 days or 60 days. And then what happens is once that specific time period ends, once you built out the entire AI scaling system into their business, there will be some help that they will still need for you. So whether that's consulting or ideation or talent or management or, depending on what you're placing into their business, there might be some recurring need that they will still need help to be solved. And so what you want to do is you want to charge them a retainer to get this help from you. So anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And the whole purpose of this is to keep people paying you while you're doing a leveraged service for them. So basically, to recap it, you charge a large upfront one-time fee, and basically once they pay you, you place this infrastructure into their business. After that, there's still going to be some sort of recurring need. Like for example, if you're giving them a content infrastructure, they're going to probably still need viral topics every day, viral ideas, hashtags, whatever. And so you want to charge them a monthly retainer for you to solve that problem for them on a recurring basis. Okay, and since it's an AI scaling system, you're selling an AI tools packaged into an infrastructure. It's going to be 10 times more appealing, and you're actually giving them something tangible. You're not giving them a done-for-you monthly service. And so this is literally how you escape the slavery flywheel. Okay, this right here. And so, for example, here's how we position our AI scaling system. It's an in-house AI content department. Like I said, here's the visual of how we present it to our clients. Essentially, it's an AI content infrastructure. We place it into their business, and it's automatically pumping out 30 to 60 pieces of content across all platforms. Okay. And so it takes us 30 to 60 days to build out our content AI scaling system for our clients. And when that time period ends, our clients will still need help with recurring needs like ideation, talent, consulting, etc. This is where we charge them a recurring fee to keep serving them. Okay. And another benefit of this pricing model is that since your clients have already paid a large amount of money upfront, they'll be more willing to pay a smaller recurring fee. And like I said, when you're collecting a large amount of money upfront, you're not only are you collecting a lot of the LTV upfront, lifetime value of the customer, you're also financing the acquisition of your next customer. You're getting access to capital, which means you can hire people, and you're not suffocating. Okay, because capital is like oxygen to your business, and if you want to collect as much of it as you possibly can at once instead of waiting every month. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of this. And so you want to build out the AI scaling system for a one-time upfront fee, charge a recurring fee for a recurring need, and this is how you escape the slavery flywheel. Okay, this right here is horrible. Do not get yourself involved in this. It's very bad. And so what is the old versus the new? Well, first of all, instead of blindly picking a service and a niche, just randomly picking something, pick a problem to solve a painful problem. Instead of generating attention the old way, which is doing outreach, just let the platforms do all the work for you. And instead of, involving yourself in the slavery flywheel, which is basically just selling done for your retainers, sell an AI scaling system. Okay? And the things that worked a year or two ago most likely will not work as well today. Times change, so make sure you change with them. And if it seems like you're working for hours upon hours every day just to end up in the same position, please review the different things I mentioned in this video, the different problems that I faced. Because like I said, all this video is different problems that I faced and how I overcame them. And like I said, it's for you to learn the same lesson without getting the scar. And trust me, these are the three solutions that I implemented that completely changed the trajectory of everything, my business, my life, everything. And so we just launched our brand new AI Scaling Specialist School community for free, completely for free. And essentially we're going to be teaching you how to separate yourself from the red ocean markets by positioning yourself as somebody who scales businesses by selling AI scaling systems. So not only how to implement AI into your business, into your operations, but also into your offer and how to build a personal brand leveraging AI so you can just completely separate yourself. Because as we all know, it's a cesspool nowadays. Iman Gadzhi has launched his last agency course, and it's time to get ready for all the new newbies who are entering. So you want to separate yourself and make sure you're not seen as a commodity, because if you're seen as a commodity, you're going to be stuck and enslaved to your business. And so thank you for watching this video. Hope you got some value out of it. And the community is the first link in the description. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.